Taco Time's new awesome sauce burrito is just $1.99. It's totally sauceum.
See what I did there?
Made with real food real fast. We load it with seasoned ground beef, refried beans, rich and creamy cheese sauce, and our world-famous Mexi fries. Time to customize. Pick your sauce, boss. Choose original, green, or blazing 5-alarm. Whatever your style, grab your awesome sauce burrito and go the extra mile for just $1.99. Only at Taco Time, where real ingredients make better food.
On right now, we turn it off.
It's on, you mean?
Yeah, it's on. That's fine. I appreciate you.
Doing any traveling or anything over the break?
completion of that duel, we'll move on to our next round of duels. We'll continue our round one of exhibition matches. Round one. Should be per the schedule now, it's over on the bleachers from here on out. There's one scratch, so we'll go down that. Want to check that? Wrestlers, if you want to check the exhibition schedule. Our next duel, we'll have High Bengals versus Belgrade Panthers over on mat 1. And over on mat 2, we'll have Capline Bruins and the Bozeman Hawks. Once again, mat 2, we'll have Capline Bruins and Bozeman Hawks. Mat 1 on High Bengals and Belgrade Panthers.
Belgrade wrestlers report to mat 1. Belgrade wrestlers report to mat 1. Thanks to everybody who's been watching. We're about to get started here with Belgrade's second match. Will be Belgrade versus Helena. On the other mat, it looks like Bozeman versus Capital. So we should be getting started here pretty quickly. Then there'll be a brief break, and we will finish up today with Belgrade versus Butte.
Next up on that one will be Code High versus Belgrade, round 2. Helena Capital versus Bozeman.
So again, Belgrade versus Helena here, about to get underway. Captains have met. Things have been decided, so we will be starting with 113. Up for Belgrade again will be Brock Clark. We have a couple of different possibilities for Helena. seriously this time. We are now underway with 113. Brock Clark for Belgrade and either Cadence Dixon and Nathaniel Yargo for Helena. Clark with a big win last match versus Capital. We'll see how we can do here. Nice go behind. You got to use that to score. You could have capitalized there, I think, but get back at it. You have another chance. Just got to get in a little better position with Helena just kind of faking a little throw there at the edge, so something to be aware of for Clark. Double leg, and Clark on bottom with a down 2. We got that bar in, and that's not a good place to be. Not getting any points yet, but fighting it. Clark's fighting it pretty good, but that's a tough spot to be with a minute left. He's got that. It's a good fight out of there. That's a tough spot for that arm to be. And you got that bar in there. Going to try and turn him, and that's there. He's getting some swipes there. Looks like he's got his full 3. He's holding 3. It's a long time, 30 seconds. It's a long time to be in that position for Clark. So we will see. 15 seconds. If he makes it through, it'll be 5-0 for Helena, leading into the second period. There we go. That was an excellent job fighting out of that. That's a tough spot to be, but it looks like he's going to survive the period, and it's going to be 5-0 going into period number 2, with Helena in the lead. So red is chosen down, so Helen is chosen to start period number 2 on the bottom. We'll see what Clark can do for on top here. So he's got to return in there and stay in control. So you got to stay in some control there. It's an excellent job by Helena continuing to get to his feet. And eventually something's gonna have to give for one of the wrestlers. We got a reversal there, so now it is 7-0. Helena leading Clark with about a minute and a half left in the second period. So action is stopped out of bounds, and they will come back in. So he needs to get off the head there. Trying for a big move. Very tempting to go for that, but does not often turn out well. Unfortunately, Clark was able to get out of that relatively unscathed. Rolling around a little here. Got some good hips there. He could get a reversal. No, did not work out the way he had intended. 45 seconds here, and there's the fall. 3 minutes and 20 seconds into the match. Helena has taken a fall over Belgrade at 113 to start this duel. So Helena will be up 6-0 going into match number 2 at 120. For Helena, we'll have Isaac Romero up, and for Belgrade, we will have Roy de Guzman. shot, sucking that leg in, and nothing awarded yet. It looked like it might have been a stand. There it is, 2-point takedown for Romero. De Guzman shouldn't have to work back up to his feet. That could have been called a full there. Had two hands on the head. And that was a good escape attempt by De Guzman, but you got to get your feet back and got to wrestle. You cannot take a second of a break there. So got to get some action. There is 30 seconds left in the period, and getting some swipes there. I believe he's only holding two. Yeah, two near fall. Roy fought out of that well. Got 15 seconds. Gonna have to regroup and come into period number 2. Does not look like any more points will be scored here. Although he might get a quick turn. 1, 2, yeah. And so I believe he did. Yeah, now I was staying corrected. Romero comes out with 2 more near fall points to finish the period. So it'll be 6-0. Romero over De Guzman in the first period. Got a quick takedown there by Romero. He's riding De Guzman pretty good here early in the second period. It's looks like it should be 8-0. He's got a deep half in there. De Guzman fighting it pretty good. That's, he's got the bar in, got him turned, got some swipes going for Romero. De Guzman in a tight spot there. 40 seconds left. That's tough. It's a tough spot to be. He's holding 3, I believe. And there was the fall. 3 minutes and 29 seconds in. Isaac Romero from Helena, the fall over Roy De Guzman. That will put Helena up 12-0 in this duel at this point. 126. Cameron Wyatt for Helena will be wrestling Odin Courier. So this should be interesting. Courier, again, you know, pretty solid wrestler. I don't know anything about Wyatt, but Courier on a takedown quick and does not waste much time there. He's kind of fun to watch. Does not leave any space there for the man on bottom to get out or to do much of anything. He's got that leg Turk in. He's getting some swipes there, and he might end it here. Did he lock that leg? Nope. Wyatt bellies out. We have 3 near fall, and Courier's got that half in. didn't even need to recoil. He just got him turned, and we will see if he can finish it off here. But that is deep and that's tight. And that might be it. And that's it. Courier with a pin at the 34-second mark is going to bring Belgrade back as a team to 6 points down to Helena's 12. And we'll go up to 138. Or sorry, 132, where Nate Rowe for Belgrade will be wrestling either David Kemp or Andrew Cotton from Helena. So we'll see how this goes. We don't know which wrestler, so we just refer to him as a Helena wrestler. And Nate Rowe for Belgrade. Nate Rowe in a quick little single leg and spinning around, spinning. He's got to keep moving, He hooked. Oh, looks like Helena is trying to lock up a cross-face cradle, but Nate's still on that leg. So we'll see. He might have actually locked that cradle up. So there's nothing awarded yet. We'll see if Nate can get those hips up and break that grip and see how this will turn out. And Nate, there we go. Nate needs to get, yeah, 2 points for Nate Rowe. Well done on that scramble. It could have gone really bad. And 1 point for Helena. So we have a 2-1 match with about a minute left in the first period. Ooh, Rowe with a good initial sprawl. Almost lost his hips. He's got to get those shoelaces down to the mat. Got to attack those hips and pop that elbow. And again, we'll see who wins this scramble here. And Nate's got to stretch that body of the Helena wrestler a little bit more. He's got to pop that elbow, but he's got to put his hips heavier on the opponent. And there's two. There's two for Helena. So we'll see what Nate can do from bottom. So Nate Rowe with an escape. We got a 3-3 match at the end of the period. So this will go tied into the second period, 3-3. So Belgrade is deferred, or it was deferred back to so it gives Belgrade choice there. Either way, I did not see whose choice it was, but Nate Rowe has chosen bottom, so he's got to keep coming up there. A couple of good scrambles and good follows by Helena. Got to get some action from Rowe on the bottom there. It's got that cross face. Helen has that cradle locked up, and you can hear the crowd cheering. There's some excitement there on the other match. A 3-1 win by a Capital wrestler over a Bozeman wrestler with a takedown in the last few seconds, locked up to a cradle. So that was fun to see. And it looks like there was some, I don't know if and I looked away, so I'm not positive, but you would have seen if Rowe or Helena scored a near fall on Rowe there, but the score is 6-3 with about 50 seconds left in the second period. And Rose just going to have to find a way up here. An escape would be huge going into the third, just making it a 1 score, and that's big. So now we have 24 seconds left, a 4-6 match with Rowe down, taking a shot. He's got to follow through with that. He got in deep without really even taking a step, but then he just gave up the takedown to go behind. Now he's getting cradled. 6 seconds left. He just needs to fight it and not give up that any near fall, and it looks like he's going to make it. And we will go with an 8-4 score into the third period. Helena wrestler is chosen down and out with a quick escape and back in on a shot. So Nate trying to kill the head there, but he's got to stay on that. He's got to pop that elbow. He's just got to get those hips heavier on his opponent. Get his leg back and maybe stop wrestling there for a second, and there's 2. So now we are at 10-4 with a minute and a half left in the third period. Rowe coming back, might get a reversal here. He just need to cut across, pop that head. He almost had it. He was very close to that one. About 45 seconds left. Rowe comes up with that reversal. So that was big. That was a good way to put some points on the board. We have 6-11 for our score right now with about 35 seconds left. Helena comes away with an escape. So we have a 6-12 match with about 15 seconds left. Now, so Nate definitely did not want to give up that takedown. He's hanging it, nothing yet, and time. So it does not look like he scored, which keeps it to just a decision. So that will be 3 points as opposed to the 4 if he had scored that takedown and won by 8. So going to 138, it will be Helena 15, Belgrade 6 with Brendan Gill. No, sorry, Coulter Lindsay coming out. I skipped a weight class. Coulter Lindsay. No? Well, it looks like we may have, Coach may be bumping up Brendan Gill. So Coulter Lindsay may be taking a forfeit. And that's what it looks like is happening. So Coulter Lindsay taking a forfeit for Belgrade at 138. And Brendan Gill has bumped up to 145 to wrestle either Rafe Miller or Justice Siemens. And Brendan had a tough loss that first round, wrestled really well against a quality wrestler, just got in a bad position there, and definitely think he's looking for much better performance here. And you can tell these guys both are experienced. You can just tell by body position. There's a good deep shot by Gill, cutting across, half, running out to the side. He's got us 2. That was an excellent recognition there. You could hear Coach Dello in the corner yelling that. So this will probably go out of bounds here, and they're going to recenter. But Brendan Gill takes that first takedown, and 40 seconds in, Brendan Gill's up 2-0 on the Helena wrestler. There's a lot of rolling around, and Gill follows well. So starting to work some of his offense. What's he doing there? Doesn't have a bar or a half. Just trying to work some control. Maybe pop that out. There he goes, looking for that half. Keeping good pressure on. There's the half. He's got that arm. He's got to keep that trapped. He's getting some swipes. This will be a... There he goes, scooping the head. Plenty of time. We're at 40 seconds. We have a fall for Brendan Gill at 3 minutes and 17 seconds into the match. So that's going to put Belgrade up 18-15 going into 152, where John Mears for Belgrade will be wrestling either Colby Howell or Destin McInnes. Again, don't know much about the Helena wrestler, but John Mears is a two-time defending state champion. A solid season so far. So he had a forfeit first round, so he did not have a match. So I know John's excited to get this one going. And on a single, going to cut across, take his two. John's another one, just excellent pressure, just excellent pressure on top. Not a lot of space, much like Courier and Brendan Gill, as you just saw. There we go with that ball and chain tilt. In good position, getting some swipes. Probably going to come out of that with two. And good awareness there. Not rushing through that and still staying safe, but he's locking that leg up, that leg Turk. He's going to just try and stretch that over. Not sure if near fall was awarded or where it was awarded. I know we're looking at 4-0 on the scoreboard. There might be some more near fall in there, but it might not matter. John's got that half in tight, and 53 seconds in, John Mears comes out with a fall. That's going to put Belgrade up team score 24-15 as we head into 160. Where we'll have Colby Rockwell for Belgrade, and it looks like Devin Crawford for Helena. And here we go. We'll see what these guys are going to do. Just kind of hanging on each other there. Ooh. Colby's got a good front headlock. Got to get his head back now. Had it good and tight. There it goes. Just got to stretch him a little bit, chasing that leg. Very nice. Can you lock that up? He needs to score there. He's got to get his legs under him. And then Crawford doing a good job blocking those legs, but Colby still coming in. Let's see. A lot of scrambling for no points, but it was excellent by both wrestlers. Good defense by Crawford. Colby, I thought, had that cradle locked up, and that could have turned the tide earlier in this match. But we're 50 seconds in. Both wrestlers back on their feet with no score. Ooh, let's see, he's got that. Got 40 seconds, and there he goes, that cross ankle dump, but he's got to keep his hips square. So Rockwell's definitely running some good stuff. He's just got to finish it and be a little more crisp with that technique. And he's don't want to give up two here. He did give up two, and it's a lot of work to come up down 2 points. 15 seconds left. I know Coach would really like to see an escape here. He's got to get those hips up before we see anything. We keep running those hips. I was able to get in practice some this week, and I know I spent some time on working to that Peterson from bottom. Which Colby was just in a position, but there was not a ton of time left, so it'll be 2-0, Crawford up over Rockwell heading into the second period. Looks like red defers to green, and Rockwell will choose down. So Rockwell moving his hips well. He's got that leg. There we go. You got to crack that hip down, and swim around the waist. But you got to watch. There you go. Keep circling. There it is. So get out and get your one. You can hear Coach Delwo telling him to get to his feet. And it's still a lot of work to have no points. There we go. Now we have an escape for Rockwell. So it's 2-1 Crawford with about 1:20 left in the second period. Back to that front head like the cross ankle dump. There we go. You need to step through that leg Turk, or he's going for that cradle. But either way, he still has not got a score. He's got to do that. There we go. He's got his 2 and getting near fall. That's a nice little addition to Colby's repertoire of moves. I've not seen that, but it's very nice. He might come away with a fall, but he's got to get those hips back up and drive into that. That might be it, but half that, you can hear the coaches yelling in the corner. Either way, he comes out with 3 near fall after that takedown, so it's going to be 6-2 with about 30 seconds left in the second period. He's got that arm. Let's see. And coach is not going to be happy with that. That was not good there at the end of the period. Get that reversal. Now it's 5-4 Rockwell leading into the third period. And Helena is choosing down. So Crawford there, the Colt Rockwell trying to spiral ride of some sort, and he's getting this dangerous. I don't want to see Colby give up a reversal here instead of just the one escape, and there it is. There's the reversal. So now Rockwell's down 1 with about 1:30 left in the match. And this is another position like we talked about earlier where he could have worked for that Peterson. He could have done some knockback stuff there, but he's got to get to moving. There might be. Oh, not good. That's not a good place to be. So we've got a minute left, and Crawford's definitely going to get some near fall out of this, and that is going to finish it up. 5 minutes and 16 seconds in, Crawford comes up with a pin, and that is going to take the team score to 24-21 with Belgrade still in the lead by 3. Coming into Kevin Aiken, and he could be wrestling one of 3 Helena wrestlers, Caleb McKay, Caleb Kirkland, or Spencer Randall. So Caleb McKay and Kevin Aiken will be wrestling here. Kevin in on a quick takedown. And he's let him up. And so we have 2-1. Aiken back in with a takedown. We'll see what he's going to work. I got to wrestle a little with Kevin this week and some of the bigger guys. You know, Kevin's waiting on up, and you know, Kevin wouldn't surprise me to see him throw some legs in and try and stretch McKay out here. He's got that good deep spiral. So there it is. There comes that leg. Kevin's going to try and stretch him. He's just waiting. Is he gonna? Like he's possibly gonna Navy tilt. There it is. You're gonna get that recoil. Just drive, and stretch it, and then But there we go, stacked him up. That should be close to it. Minute 2 in, and Kevin Aiken comes away with a fall that puts Belgrade up 30-21. And here we go. Belgrade is going to be open at 182. So it looks like Jacob Manibusen will take a forfeit there. And then we'll have Mason Jacobson up next. Versus either Ruger Young or Nolan Bumgardner. So that puts the team score at 30-27. So these next couple matches are going to be big in deciding who wins this. If Jacobson can come away with a major or a better, Belgrade will seal the team win. But here we go, 205 with Mason Jacobson, a freshman. I got to roll around with him some this week also. Very skilled wrestler, but still that transition from high school to, or from middle school to high school is a tough one. So I expect him to experience some success and some growth this year. He's very good with positions. But that 205 weight class is a tough one where you get that combination of speed and strength, and Mason has it. He just needs to fully realize the potential he has and utilize it. But right now he is down 2-0 on bottom there. And he's going to have to work out here. And that's not good. He's going to peel that off and work back up to his base. That's good. That's good. He's going to crowd that. Looks like there might be some blood. I don't know where. I don't know if there's any blood on the mat. Mason grabbed a nose plug for himself. So I don't know if they're cleaning up. There's some blood being cleaned up there. On the other mat, Bozeman's up 36-9 on Capital. I'm not 100% positive what weight class they're at, but the Capital wrestler in this current match is up 2-0 with 50 seconds left in the first period. It looks like we're about to get back to action on our mat. Jacobson down 2-0. The score is incorrect on the board, but it is 2-0 with the Helena wrestler up and on top. So I'd like to see, I know Coach would like to see Jacobson come out with something quick here, quick score. He's bumping back in. He's got to keep getting up to the, Coach wants him to his feet. And he's working, maybe that knockback, trying to lock that elbow in with his free hand, but he's leaving that other hand there to get barred, and that's not a good spot to be again for a big guy. It looks like it might. Hopefully he can fight through this. 20 seconds left, and he's fighting. A short time. But it is going to be. With worst case scenario, it's going to be 5. And it's a great fight by Mason. 2-1, and that is it. So that will be 5-0 leading into the second period. Well, and I'd forgotten, we still have 103s too, so there's 2 matches to go after this. So we have our heavyweight and our 103, and because we started at 113, so that could play into the final team score as well. So we have stalling green. If Mason needs to return him to the mat, they cut him, so it's going to be 6-0, and that stall call, with that gap in the score, not terribly important right now, but it could be if Mason gets some offense generated here. And Mason's feet got caught under him. Let's see if he can fight that back. And what Mason does have is he's got in his toolbox some throws. He's got some big, powerful legs. If he can lay those hips in there, it's going to try that cross-face dump. Mike can come away with 2 here. But as I was saying, he's got some, some throws in his toolbox, which could come up big at the right time. No restart. We have 42 seconds left in the second period. Jacobson down 6-0. But to come up just to close that gap a little here in the last bit of the second period would be big. Snap down, get those legs back. That should be a takedown. We returned him well with that cross wrist. There we go, 2 points, and it'd be awesome if Mason could keep him down and not allow an escape. Maybe work a bar in, even get a quick turn, but it does not look like that's going to happen with 5-4. It's a period ending here, but he has worked that bar in. That was pretty nice. So we will see what's going to happen here in this third period. It is 6-2 with Helena up, and the choice was neutral, and I did not see whose choice it was. These guys are going to fill each other out again. I'd love to see. That might have been Coach Delwo's choice. Get Mason working that snap down again, and there he's working it, yeah. And see. That snap down, go behind. And here comes possible throw. I could see Mason working in there, and there it was. There it was. Yeah, barring that up. That could be big. That was a big move. 4-6 with 1:20 left. Mason's gonna start working some offense there. He set that throw up really nicely. And this is where that he needs to know where he's at, keep it in, and work to that. If he can get that turn, work to keep it in bounds. With 1 minute left, he's down 2, 6-4. And they're going to stop action and bring it back to the middle of the mat with 57 seconds left. And Coach Delwo would like to see him cut him. So he's going to have to generate two scores here. So there he's getting a little aggressive. I'll see what we've got here. I wouldn't be surprised to see a snap down into some sort of throw. That head pops up. I could see he's going to try a step through or a foot sweep right there. He's going to lock it and try and toss him. There it is. There it is. Get those hips. No. That's okay. Arm spin. Yeah, there it is. 2. And he's going to have to cut him. He's going to have to cut him. This is excellent. We'll see. So we have got. So Mason's going to have to come up with a takedown here, and I believe that is going to. I believe that's going to. We have 15 seconds. Mason can't afford here. So getting some instruction from Coach there. Unfortunately, there's no stall call in the Helena wrestle, so he, in theory, could back up. Now Mason needs to cut across, finish that. So stalling on red. if he could get behind here. We got 4 seconds, short time. If he could, that's definitely a winnable match by Mason, but that was a good fight by Helena wrestler. So that's going to bring it up to 30-30 going into the last 2 matches. There's a way to fight back for Mason. Definitely a winnable match there. So this will be interesting. Enrique Ruiz for Belgrade and either Michael Golden or Zach Evans for Helena at the 285 weight class. So. First 30 seconds, nothing too surprising from this heavyweight match. Just a little push around, feel each other out. So Enrique trying to belly out there hard. 2-point takedown for Helena. That's not a great place for a heavyweight to be, and looks like a minute 5 in, Helena has come up with a pin. So in order for Belgrade to win this team duel, first there'll need to be a fall by Dyson Kinnaman, who looks like he'll be wrestling one of 3 wrestlers for Helena, Nathan Elmos, Dana Elkhart, or Jason Mandy. First off, Dyson would have to come up with a fall, and then it would go to criteria. And so we'd have to check that, and that would have to go to the book. A quick takedown for Helena, and we'll see how Dyson responds to that. Quick tilt there, got some near fall. Looks like 3 near fall he's holding because he's not released the grip on that, and he's going for it again. And looks like he's got the quick turn there. And the fall, so that is going to take Helena fall with 34 seconds into the first period. That's going to take Helena to 42 and have Belgrade at 30 to finish this match off. But that was good. Good fight by both teams. Helena just had a little more firepower there. I believe Mr. Phillips, our athletic director, will be presenting a sportsmanship award to one wrestler from each team. And it looks like there on the other mat, looks like Bozeman and Helena are at heavyweight. And it looks like Bozeman wrestler is about to pin the Capital wrestler. There's a minute 20 left, and he's in a tough spot. If that happens, that will put Bozeman up 48-15 going into the last match of the duel. And there is the fall at 3 minutes into the match, so that does put Bozeman up 48-15. Well, that may have been 205. That was 205. So here comes heavyweight. And then there will be 103. So it looks like Bozeman's going to take that duel. And what will happen after that, we'll take a short break. And we'll briefly step off air while Belgrade has the round off. Then there will be one duel, and in between, and once that duel's over, Belgrade will finish up at approximately 2 p.m. with Butte on mat 1, and we will be back on the air for that. But I will give you the commentary for these last couple matches between Bozeman and Helena Capital. So 1 minute in, just a heavy-handed heavyweight match going on. Well, a little slide by. But some good action happening there. And there's a stoppage. Looks like there's a bloody nose or something of that nature. So there's a stoppage in the action. While there's a break, I just want to again thank everybody for watching. And again, Belgrade will be back on the mat approximately at 2 p.m. Once this match is finished, there will be a brief break where we may be off of the air for a short time. Then we'll be back on, finishing up with a Belgrade Butte duel. The action's back on, and nice little 2-on-1 attempt there. Guys come back a little more aggressive. And the action's blown out of bounds, and they're back to the middle. That's good. We have a caution there, but we got a couple of aggressive heavyweights, so that's fun to see. A little slide by. Missed attempt to an underhook, so these guys are being active. And there was a throw attempt, it looks like, and Helena has put the Bozeman wrestler on his back, and there's 20 seconds left. He's bridging, but that's tough. That's a tough spot to be, and he has bridged out of it. But it is going to be a 5-0 match going into round number 2. Well, there's still 8 seconds left. We'll see how that unfolds, but. And here we go, finishing up the last 8 seconds of this match, or this period. And we'll go into period number 2 you got the quick escape. So now it's a 5-1 match going into period 2 with the Helena Capital wrestler up over the Bozeman wrestler. So Helena, it looks like, is chosen down, so we'll see how he can do, see if he can score that point back. And he's got his hips out. He's just got to get out from underneath there next to the edge of the mat. And it is an escape awarded, so we'll be back to 6-1, and there's been a stoppage. And again, I believe the clock has not been running, if I'm not mistaken. So the official's trying to figure out what exactly to do with that situation. He's letting a few seconds run off. They're back to action. Well, the Bozeman Capital has just finished off with Bozeman taking it 48-25. So we will go off air for a short time, and then Belgrade should be back on the mat approximately 2 p.m. to wrestle Butte to finish up the tournament today.